4, 5. Okay, I got the Seahawks. I can work with this.
I'm real pissed off, boy. Real mad. Real mad that I lost that game. On the use 14 of your points should have been revoked. 14. Hey, I can live with that. 28, he's not that good. I don't get blown out like that. It's been a long time. Even Dardell doesn't blow me out fucking 4 scores to none. That's some garbage shit right there. And I don't have the time for it.
Copy link, group chat. Round 2. Can't believe this man got the freaking Patriots.
Nigga, you had the Chiefs, the best defense in the game. I don't want to hear that bullshit.
Ain't BS. Blame the random.
Blame the random.
Blame the random. Blame the random. We random 5 times. We each random 5 times.
How about this? So stop complaining about the goddamn Patriots. We finna put this Tom Brady dick down your throat, sir. No.
Excuse me? Whoa.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up is a rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 49
already penalized.
between the
Just
Seattle
like
Seahawks
you
and the
do.
New England Patriots.
I see what the time is. All right, let's get right, shall we?
Throwing on first down is Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. Gronkowski may have had to miss the Super Bowl with the injury, but he was active in that parade, and now he's back on the field. And I'll tell you what, something you mentioned to me is that he was a big cheerleader for his teammates, never hung his head through the injury, celebrated with them all the way through the title.
We've seen superstars in the
What is
past,
this? Okay.
when their team does well without them, they're happy, but they recede into the background. Right? They get out of the way because it does hurt them a little bit. They do have pride. They want to feel like, hey, without me, they may take a little bit of a step back. But with Gronk, you never saw that. You saw him with him every step of the way, cheering his team on, happy for their success. They went 11-0 without him in 2016. I know this. They don't want to try it again.
No,
they want the big fella back. Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fake situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
Say what?
Double coverage and it's intercepted.
Oh,
it's the
okay.
Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Earlier, partner, when discussing Russell Wilson, you said you think he's best when Seattle is running back centric. Is Tom centerpiece going
I don't think anybody
there?
that's watching.
I think so because of what he did 2 seasons ago before he got hurt. Because he runs that offense the way they want it run. One cut, downhill, get upfield, and Thomas Rawls is perfect for that. If he stays healthy, that allows Russell Wilson now to throw the play action to bootleg passes that really hurt other teams defensively.
And Rawls has youth on his side, just 23.
I just don't want to deal with this the whole fucking game. No.
First down, this is Rawls.
Look at the breaking of the tackles.
But the reserves come in
Wrap
for the
up.
stop. 5 yards is
Please.
the tally on
All
first
I
down.
ask.
That brings up 2nd and 5. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side. Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards a carry in
amount of
production.
tackles,
And that's
bro.
exactly what he did.
The amount
They
of
need a big
tackles
game
getting
out of him,
broken
and they
today.
expect it. As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jimmy Graham, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
I don't feel like
and the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this will wind up being a poor decision to bring it out as he's out of bounds shy of the 20. Okay, partners, New England comes out here to take the field on offense. This is such an interesting story, how they've been able to do it year after year after year. Guys talk about parity in the NFL. Well, New England has kind of transcended that parity, and they've done it with guys that you don't normally think of as household names.
The parts keep changing for New England. That's the amazing part on offense, all right? Offensive linemen change, receivers change, running backs change. We know the one constant is Tom Brady, and that's a huge deal for them. But to be able to do it in what you call the parity times, and you're exactly right, everyone's supposed to be pretty equal. New England still a top 10 offense year in and year out. In 2016, they were number 4, and that helped them with a number 1 ranked defense as well. So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Here's Brady. And it's
my God.
Incomplete.
Lane, you can't cover.
And now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. As his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
Goddamn soul.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there.
Let's not.
And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. 36 yards.
All y'all mofos in the crowd booing. There's a reason why I did that.
Great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Here's New England defensively. Last year, the number 1 overall defense as far as points given up goes, and they've got a lot coming back in 2017.
Now, they certainly do, and let's go back to the Super Bowl. Trey Flowers, who was their leading sack guy in 2006, he had 7 in the regular season. He was a monster in the Super Bowl against Atlanta. He's back there for them. How about Dante Hightower at linebacker? His first Pro Bowl in 2016, and then just moving on back to the secondary. Devin McCourty, the guy who quarterbacks him back as safety, he's been to the Pro Bowl as a corner and as a free safety.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
I really fucking hate that shit, man. No fucking skill. None.
Here's where it really
just a bailout.
Off, able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Getting real sick.
Wilson gonna give to roll.
God dang it, man. Why would you hit a spin to the outside? It's not what I want.
That's what you get, bitch. That's what you did.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that.
Yep.
You play through the receivers. Now, on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Blunt, the lone running back. Here's Brady to throw. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open,
move out the way, Kane. Yeah.
Brady knows
yeah.
security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87. And LeGarrette Blunt just does not go down
last chance, you baby. Yeah. We out here.
This was a difficult guy to try and tackle because if the force
into heavy traffic and it's intercepted. A great read and it's picked off. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You don't always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated him.
I had him.
Though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third down, Wilson.
Oh, no.
And incomplete. The contact made
That's
the
not
ball
who I
roll
wanted.
free and brings up third down.
I don't get no pick, though.
Down, here's the Canadian
Yeah, I don't get no pick.
John Ryan to kick it away for Seattle. Back deep, Danny Amendola for
Clearly,
New England.
that's what they wanted, Tom. That's what I'm getting.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
All right.
It's the Super Bowl champions, and boy, they have been able to do it a lot of times, Charles, with look at the names that led them through the playoffs. Hogan, White, Lewis, guys you just wouldn't think of.
Yeah, Deion Lewis, a 5th-round pick, 3 touchdowns against Houston in the divisional round. Chris Hogan, undrafted. He ends up having 180 yards in receptions, including 5 plays of 20 yards or more against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And how about James White, a 4th-round pick out of Wisconsin? Think about who he played behind while he was at Wisconsin, and he turns out to be the unsung hero of the Super Bowl. Would have been the MVP if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
And you mentioned James White at Wisconsin. He was behind who? Melvin Gordon and Monte Ball, right?
That's correct.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. And they're going to speed things up here. 53. Again, here's Blunt. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Right side caught. Hogan. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
He's got his man on the crossing route. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing on first down is Brady. Open man left side is Gronkowski. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Brady gives now to Blunt.
What in the world?
It's going to bring up a third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it
what is this?
Zone for a Patriot touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And this one through the uprights and good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Wilson, dancing to his left. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout on the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Right.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
I wish my Madden would stop lagging. Like, it's not real bad. It's just, throws me off a little bit.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no
I think it might be because I'm streaming.
He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Like, especially during field goals. During field goals, oh man, it's terrible. I can't hit nothing.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions
like that.
For that
like
one.
I couldn't do nothing about that.
You know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
And after the play on
the Cleveland Browns, yo, they must be smoking some dicks or something. Oh, wait, I said that on the live stream. I apologize, y'all.
He's going to get the football. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield.
I'm sorry.
I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding?"
I really hope my mic was not set to share. Oh man, that was bad.
Great coverage downfield. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack.
Don't even matter. It gets posted to YouTube right after.
Strong running.
He's not coughing up the football. You gotta be shitting me.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He got away with that bullshit. He didn't even mean to throw that ball that early. Oh, okay.
Actually, I didn't mean to throw that one early.
Whatever you say, bitch ass nigga.
All right.
If he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he? And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The retired man.
In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Graham slotted out to the left. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has
He's holding. What is with these receivers and holding on to the ball?
In today's football, where receivers
in traffic, these are not good wide receivers.
For the extra yardage, when you see a play like that, where
just cough it up.
On the spot, that's a big time play by the defense.
Being chased out left. He'll dump it off to
got a lot of damn nerve.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
I just want you to know.
It's all right.
Should have just took your damn points.
I can't kick the field goal while doing the live stream. It's just gonna lag and I'm gonna miss. I have no other choice.
What that got to do with me, nigga?
They're going on 4th down. It's
Wilson.
Oh my God. How does that happen?
It'll be a gain of 6, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. 2nd and goal from the 5. And they'll give it to him here. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls.
Sir, I played running back in high school. I know where to go.
Sir, this is Madden. What lineman are you following that is going to block properly?
I'm not reading linemen. I'm reading defenses.
Oh, okay. That's gonna cause you to catch an L real quick.
Word that, because I got the touchdown.
Offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Wow, Tom.
The secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned a ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Brady now on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted.
Come on, Tom. Get some there to the pass, baby.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one. A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about
that's why. Okay.
Strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll run again with Blunt. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Mike Bennett in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 44 yards out, left hash.
Yep.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down,
so no 2-minute warning? Kind of bullshit.
They already did it. It was on the kickoff.
They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Wilson wants to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Wilson buying time to his left. He can run for it.
Oh my God!
Not enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Wow.
Man, defensively,
And the
that
running
hurts.
quarterback
They got him out of his
beats me.
rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And he's going to fight his way. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard?
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. The busy afternoon continues for Long.
No fumble.
It's a 6-yard pickup,
that's
and
it
it
for
gets
me.
him to 2nd and 4.
Fuck this game.
All right. Victory. That's the end of the broadcast, fellas.